Hello everyone, my name is Luke and this is the new highest round in Cold War Zombies, and it is the new overall highest round in all of Zombies since the map Shino Numa released on World at War. Let me introduce you to a man named Pikachu, who I talked about in my last video very briefly. In that video, I talked about how he choked a round 200 run on Firebase Z's release day, but man, he has redeemed himself by reaching around 720 on Firebase Z. First of all, what the heck? And second of all, does this mean that round 1000 is possible? And very quickly, this video is going up very late in the day on Valentine's Day, but it's a banger video, so gas this one up, give me a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, let's get right into it. Anyway, let's start at the beginning here. Firebase Z was only released 10 days ago at the time of me recording this video, and around 720 has already been achieved. To put that into a bit of perspective, it took D Machine about 6 weeks to reach around 601 world record, which was a 4-player game, and those guys were an incredibly dedicated group and very skilled to pull that off. But Pikachu by himself in a solo game has beat that by over 120 rounds on a brand new map that I would consider to be more difficult than D Machine for high rounds. I should also point out that the big issue with D Machine was people were crashing, so I'm not sure if this means that Firebase Z is more stable or if D Machine is just really unstable. Only time is really going to be able to give us a good answer on that one. But getting into Pikachu's game itself, he started off by doing what most people do, and that's getting the Reiki Wonder Weapon as quickly as he could from the mystery box. Then he heads down to spawn to buy perks from the Wonder Fizz and pack punching his Reiki twice. After that, Pikachu heads over to the place where he will be spending the wide majority of his game from now on, and that is the Weapons Lab area. If you're unfamiliar with this strategy, basically you place yourself near this window in the weapons lab, and by using both of the Reiki attacks, you can sit in that area while zombies flood in from the front door entrance and the window next to you. So ideally, a round will consist of stunning the zombies with the bomb effect of the Reiki until you can exploit it with the fully automatic version of the Reiki, and the zombies will just flood in, and you just keep swapping back and forth between those two modes, exploiting the bomb. Once your Ring of Fire is charged, you should be able to use that and just spam the fully automatic shots at the front door. You won't really need to be worrying about the zombies coming in from the window because the Ring of Fire will kill them before they can run in and kill you, and the Ring of Fire's damage boost will also help kill the zombies, manglers, and the mimics quite quickly. And another thing I want to make note of is that there is some technique to using the Reiki when you are switching back and forth between its two modes. There's a built-in delay that could cause you to not explode the bomb quickly enough before it disappears. If you've ever used the Reiki, you know what I'm talking about. There's that maybe half second to a second delay. So for high rounders to get around that, they will shoot the bomb, hit the reload button, and cancel that as quickly as they can, and they'll swap to the fully automatic version of the Reiki shots faster than you would if you had just hit the regular button. That's something that I can't get used to. I've tried out that technique, so let alone doing that for 50-60 hours, I couldn't even imagine that. But that's one of those little details that world record players it helps set them apart from the average player. I didn't even notice that until someone had actually pointed it out to me, but I go, oh wait, so that's how they're exploding the bomb every single time. That's actually, quite million IQ strategy of them. But skill isn't always the determining factor in some of these games, because Pikachu had actually been on another world record run immediately before this game had started. Pikachu crashed on round 344 about 3 minutes before starting this game that got to 720. Gotta say, that's some dedication, because I would have just been done for the day. I probably would have been done for the week, the month, the year, whatever. I would have been pissed if I was on a world record and had crashed like that, but he said, nope, I'm just gonna dust myself off and start a new game. But with all that out of the way, let's show off some seriously high rounds. I'll begin by showing you round 565, where Pikachu actually runs out of ammo for the Reiki, which is scary because in this strategy, there is one way in and one way out. But the way that Pikachu avoids taking it down is that he throws a decoy grenade over near the armor machine, sprints for his life out the front door to a nearby armor crate, and then also sprints back for his life once the zombies had come out of that little area and goes back to his spot. See, that sort of thing I wouldn't be able to handle as a world record player because just watching it, my butt clenches up and I would probably just panic, but these guys just keep calm and they just keep on rocking. But if you've ever used a decoy grenade, you also know that they're a bit inconsistent. So I want to show you what happens when Pikachu does take it down, whether that be because the rate case splash damage, or you just make a mistake, or maybe the Mangor eats all your bullets. So after you get up from taking your down, if you can, buy some armor very quickly from the armor machine, and then you're going to want to head out to the jungle defense area where there is a crafting table. Buy a self-revive from that crafting table as quickly as possible, and then use the flinger to get over to the data center where Speed Cola is, and fling yourself back. This whole process maybe only takes you about 30 seconds to do, and you'll be able to get your 4th perk back, and you'll be able to get a self-revive plus some armor in a very safe and very quick way. And that's also why Pikachu only uses 4 perks, because when he takes it down, he knows which perk he's going to lose, and he knows a really easy and quick and effective way to get it back, and then get back to killing zombies. And downs will happen over the course of your game, especially in this strategy as I pointed out, and that's why Pikachu has over 80 downs in his game so far, which seems like a lot, but it's actually on par, if not a bit lower, than other record players on this map. Cold War Zombies in general tends to have a lot of downs in your high round games, and that's simply because you're trying to play as quickly as you can, and sometimes, you know what, downs just happen. There are also other strategies that are being adopted for this map, but Pikachu started his game before those were discovered, and he doesn't have the right doors closed to pull any of them off in this game right now. He did say that in his next run those will be attempted because they are faster than his current one. And lastly, if you're curious about the order defense rounds, then basically he becomes a pushover. For some reason, after the Orda appears more and more, he progressively becomes weaker, which means by around 700 you can basically insta-kill him. Ideally the Stoner should be used though, because it absolutely shreds through him and does a ton of damage. They're much faster than the regular rounds though, which means that around 700, the rounds are taking 15 to 20 minutes, but an Order defense round maybe takes 90 seconds. That means they're very good and they do save you quite a bit of time. They are a bit of a blessing, and I know that early in the game they're a bit annoying, but for high rounders they're quite good actually. I also know that I did mention that, does this make round 1000 possible on Firebase Z? And I guess we're gonna find out soon enough, because I also neglected to mention that Pikachu is still going. He's still playing on round 720 plus. So if you guys do want to go and watch Pikachu make some history, go check the link down in the description below. He's live streaming right now, and he's been streaming for like 12 to 15 hours a day throughout the course of this whole game. So go show him some love, go and check him out. And best case scenario, at the pace that Pikachu is playing, it would take a little over a week for him to get to around 1000 from the point that he's at right now. So I guess we're going to find out if it really is possible. Personally, I think it is, but it really is just a guessing game of how stable this map is, and is Pikachu just not going to crash? That's really all it comes down to, is just Pikachu not crashing to get to around 1000. But I think that's going to do it for me. If you guys did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a like. Like I said, go check out Pikachu, he's still playing, and while you're down there, please leave me a like, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe if you are new. I love you guys so much, thank you for watching, bye bye.